Yeah, it's happening again, but this time it's louder, sharper, and impossible to ignore. Mega is getting called out by a queen. Actually, a whole lineup. And they came ready to make noise. It all kicked off with Lauren Beale, also known as Erika Kirk, who went viral just months ago. The moment? A drag impersonation of Erika Kirk at an ACLU fundraiser that didn't just get laughs. It raised over $10,000. That clip spread fast, but that was only the beginning, because this is where things level up. They returned with another show in New York City. Bigger crowd, bigger reactions, and way more confidence on stage. And this time, the list of targets grew. The performance took on several well-known public figures, mixing bold humor with exaggerated impressions that kept the audience locked in from start to finish. From Erika Kirk to Candace Owens, George Santos, and even Christie, the jokes kept landing back to back. Even Christie's husband got pulled into the act, adding a moment people didn't see coming. But here's the real punch. This wasn't just entertainment. The event raised even more money for the ACLU, turning the entire show into something that actually made an impact. Yeah, no kings here, but these queens are clearly running the show. One standout moment zeroed in on Brian Noem with a bold, tongue-in-cheek take on his style that instantly got a reaction from the crowd. But that was just the start. The performance kept building. Several well-known conservative figures were pulled into the spotlight, including Candace Owens, and each impression hit a little harder than the last. And this is where it really clicks. While everything was unfolding on stage, parody images inspired by Charlie Kirk were flashing in the background. Fast edits, exaggerated visuals. It wasn't just a backdrop, it became part of the joke. So which one stood out the most? Say it in the comments. One version, often called the iCharlie edit, has been getting a lot of attention. The kind that sparks reactions instantly and keeps people talking. But this is where things shift again. Because when it comes to controversial names, George Santos always finds a way back into the mix. And now, with a drag doppelganger stepping in, the spotlight is right back on him. Yeah. That moment, it caught people off guard. For a split second, you might even wonder, was that actually George Santos? His name keeps circling back into the spotlight, and according to public discussion, he's still a figure people watch closely. So seeing a lookalike step into that role felt a little too real for some.
Performance called Turning Point US Gay took place in Brooklyn. They cosplayed as figures including Erika Kirk, Melania Trump, Pam Bondi, and Nicki Minaj. The fundraiser raised $20,000 for the American Civil Liberties Union. RuPaul's Drag Race stars Brita Filter and Plasma appeared in the troupe.
But this is where things take a turn. The next performer appeared styled as Melania Trump. Not actually her, but the audio used in the act has been widely shared online.
Decorator, keep me breathe. Hello, Santa and Mrs. Claus. How does Santa do it? Can Santa see in the dark? Does he wear night vision goggles that make everything green?
And is believed to come from a real public appearance during a holiday visit to a children's hospital last December. The clip sparked conversation at the time, and in this setting, it landed very differently. And then there's the visual detail. The hat. It closely mirrored one worn at a past inauguration event, and people picked up on it immediately. That small choice added a sharp visual reference that made the whole performance hit harder. But now, everything shifts again. The main moment arrived. Erika Kirk stepped onto the stage, and the energy changed instantly. this was the act that built all the buzz. And it delivered in a big way. Reactions came in fast. Some called it spot on, others said it pushed the line, but either way, it stuck. That's the punch. Moments like this don't fade, they stay in people's heads. Right after that, the cast came together for the big reveal. How much money they raised for the ACLU.
We have raised. So once again, LA raised just over $10,000. I think it was like 11,000. Over 20,000.
And once again, it wasn't small. The night turned into more than just a show. It had real impact. But this is where it gets more complicated. Outside the stage, things weren't landing the same way. A separate political event reportedly struggled with turnout.
Wait, hold on a second. Is that a Falcons football game? Can we see those? Can we see those seats again?
The smallest crowd in Atlanta since. Yes.
And soon after, a college chapter leader connected to that event stepped down. Carolyn Maddox, now former president, said in her resignation that being part of the organization had once been a dream, which makes the sudden exit stand out even more. But this is where things take a sharper turn. Carolyn Maddox didn't just step down quietly. She made it clear something wasn't right. In her resignation, the organization's current direction no longer aligns with the principles upon which it was founded. I witnessed firsthand what I believe to be the organization's true direction following Charlie's passing, and I have significant concerns about its messaging and current trajectory. That's direct, and it raised serious questions. She confirmed she was stepping down as president of the Turning Point USA chapter at the University of Georgia. Just like that, something she once called a dream came to an abrupt end. And exits like that don't happen without a reason. But here's the contrast that stands out. While one side is dealing with internal tension, the drag show we've been following delivered something concrete. The event raised significant money for the ACLU, turning a night of performance into real impact that people can actually point to. And this is where it gets bigger. Because now, it's not just about one show or one resignation. It's turned into a wider conversation about satire, politics, and how far performance can go before it crosses a line. Some see it as bold expression, others question it. But either way, it's pulling attention from every direction.